Hello and God bless. I know this is gonna be a different video because, yeah, I've been chatting with one of my friends and he told me he would tell me to expand my YouTube channel because that might help me grow and all that, and I'm willing to try out expanding it, but at the same time I want to keep true to what my channel is focused on, which is mostly JRPGs and Nintendo games. More JRPGs and Nintendo games as of late, but mostly JRPGs and Nintendo games. I know occasionally I do talk about anime, because I am an anime fan. I've said that before, I'm an anime fan. I love my anime. But I rarely even talk about anime on my channel, just because I don't want to be a primarily focused anime channel. But I figure occasionally talking about anime wouldn't be a bad thing, because I've done it in the past, and it's actually got me quite a bit of decent views when I've talked about animes in the past. But that's never going to be my focus. My focus is always going to be JRPGs. But you're probably wondering, why am I saying I'm going to talk about anime today? Because of this. My Hero Academia. Now, I know there's already a ton of channels that do My Hero Academia content. You got the big dogs like For Neverworld, all the other shonen channels. I'm not even trying to compete with them. I'm not even trying to be like, oh, I'm gonna be this whole manga chapter review guy. No, hell no. I'm not even trying to get in that. The whole point of today's video is just me talking about why I like My Hero Academia and why I think it was a good thing. Why I think it's a good thing for shonen anime, and why I think it's probably one of the best shonen animes / mangas that come out in quite a while since Naruto, Bleach, and all those began. So My Hero Academia, I've read articles stating this, and I'm probably going to reiterate what some people already have said, but My Hero Academia is a perfect gateway drug for people to get into anime. I've been talking to coworkers at my job who never even watch anime, who never even had an interest in anime, but all of a sudden got into anime through this anime, My Hero Academia. And the main reason I got into it is because it has so much relatable with American comics. It has so much relatable with American comics. Whereas, like with American comics, you have those superheroes that, hence quirks in the series, that actually do stuff for the American, well, won't say for American, but for the people of the world. So yeah. And another thing I like about this anime is that the main character, Deku, I forget his real name because, I forget his real name. But Deku, he's not an OP character. He actually loses. He actually loses quite a bit, actually. He actually loses quite a bit. It's not this OP character like other animes. I'm not going to name them. But like other animes where there's just OP plot armor and they're like, oh my god, I can't be beat. I'm the main character. No one can beat me because I'm the main character. And honestly, I need to take that off the screen and to realize that was on the screen. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit more. But yeah, he's not like those other anime characters where he's OP and he freaking has hacked plot armor that he'll automatically win. No, Deku's lost quite a bit. He's lost quite a bit. And yeah, every time he loses, he has that fighting spirit to pick himself back up and keep going forward, which is what I like. He learns with every loss. With every loss he gets, he learns how to be better. He learns he's pretty much the underdog we all are. We all are. It's an underdog in all of us. When we get up, when we get defeated by the top person, or the top person is better than us, we'll get back up and try to be better than them. So yes, Deku, that's the main reason I like My Hero Academia. He's such a relatable character. He's such a relatable character. And then of course you have the other characters that are just as relatable. I mean, this whole anime, it doesn't really fit for the Japanese anime standard. It fits more like the Cowboy Bebops, the Outlaw Stars, stuff like that have more of a... It's still anime, it's still Japanese centric, but it has more of a Western style to it. More of a westernized feeling to it. And that's one thing I like about it, is that it feels like stuff that more we can relate to in the West than what they probably can relate to in Japan. So yes, I love My Hero Academia. I'm currently watching the dub of Season 2. I know a lot of people, I've seen this comment a lot on not just my brother's Facebook page, but other places where they're like, well, people, I even heard it from a few of my coworkers where they're like, I'm not watching, I'm not watching the dub till it comes out, yada yada yada. Well, what you don't realize is the dub of Season 2 is already out. It's just 2 episodes behind the Japanese version, and the Japanese version in Japan. In fact, episode 29 is coming out 5:30 in the morning tomorrow, and I'm gonna be watching that shit. But yes, My Hero Academia is currently being dubbed in the Season 2, believe it or not. I mean, I'm pretty sure you already know that, but it is being dubbed in Season 2. And a lot of people, if you remember my video before my last rant, this was the anime I was ranting about, where people were ranting that it's 2 weeks behind. I think even said it was this anime. They were ranting that this was 2 weeks behind the Japanese version. But even Funimation had said, they've said it all throughout their simulcasts, is that all their simulcasts are always 2 weeks behind the Japanese versions. Because you start dubbing them 2 weeks after the Japanese version come out. The only reason this anime was one-to-one with the Japanese version was because they started it out that way. It started out being one-to-one with the Japanese version, where they were dubbing it the same time, and getting the dub episodes out the same time as the Japanese version. But of course they had to take a break from that, because like I said before in my previous video, they had a bunch of conventions to go to. They had a bunch of conventions last month to go to. A bunch. So it makes sense that they would switch it back to the 2 weeks simulcast thing, rather than being the one-to-one, because it's hard for them to keep the one-to-one with everything that was going on with Funimation and all the conventions I did attend and all that other stuff. So they switched it back to the 2 week behind the Japanese schedule, and everybody flipped their lids. I mean, come on, people. I saw people flipping their lids, and Funimation came out and said it up front. And these people were flipping their lids like it's the end of the world. Like they're gonna die if they don't have the dub out right then and there. It's like, oh god. It's like, oh god. And Funimation never promised it was one-to-one. They always promised it was a 2 week after the Japanese version simulcast. Simulcast dub. It just baffles my mind how people are retarded. So yes, My Hero Academia, I love it a lot. I love Deku as a character. He just screams me to me. Then on top of that, I like All Might. All Might is that guy we all look up to in our lives. That's like the guy we look up to in our lives that actually knows how to handle everything. And yes, we see him frail sometimes, but yeah, even when he's frail, he stands up and fights for what's right. I mean, we all have that role model in our lives that's like that. I mean, I can name off a few people in my life, mostly my uncle that lives in Phoenix, Arizona. he he reminds me a lot of All Might because he has that, oh god, oh god, stupid desktop. But yeah, it's like, oh god, I am frail sometimes, but I'm gonna still stick up for what I believe in and fight for what's right. So yes, I love All Might, and I'm glad he's voiced by the great Christopher Sabat. Christopher Sabat, I'm glad he's voiced by Chris Sabat. I mean, Chris Sabat does a great job as All Might. So yes, yes, I like All Might. And I have to say this anime is getting really good. Don't spoil it for me, but like I said, I'm gonna be watching episode 29 tomorrow I'm not watching the sub, I'm watching only the dub, and I'm watching the dub of episode 29 up here tomorrow, and I've heard the last 2 episodes were really, really good. Like, the last, 29 and 30 were really, really good. So, I cannot wait for 29 to see how Deku handles Stain. I cannot wait to see how Deku handles Stain, and how Deku can stand up to Stain. I've already spoiled myself a little bit with synopsis from the manga. I haven't really fully read the manga, but I've read synopsis from the manga about what happens in each future arc and stuff like that, and how each future arc goes down a little bit. So I've read a little bit of the synopsis about who the true villain of the who the true leader of the League of Villains is. I know about what's his name? All for One. I know about All for One and how he's the one that killed All Might's predecessor. And how he's also the guy who allowed One for All to even exist because he tried to manipulate his younger brother like he did everybody else with his All for One ability. And when he tried to manipulate his younger brother with his All for One ability, he didn't know his little brother had a quirk, and thus it allowed his little brother's quirk to awaken and thus transform into One for All. And his little brother fought against him, told him I would never let you use your powers the way you are to rule Japan and kill people and stuff like that. So I think he killed his younger brother, but his younger brother eventually passed his power on to future generations, and of course he eventually kills All Might's predecessor, which was a female. I forget her name, but he kills All Might's predecessor, the one that gave All Might One for All. And when he killed the All Might's predecessor that had One for All, All Might eventually mastered the power of One for All and wanted to avenge his predecessor, the person that gave him One for All and made him into a hero. So All Might had been searching for him for years, finally finds him and is able to beat him both times. But the second time All Might fought him, All Might lost his ability at least from what I heard from the synopsis, All Might completely lost his ability of One for All. So I don't know how this affected Deku. I don't know. I didn't read any synopsis about maybe All Might told Deku, now you're going to have to be the symbol of peace and uphold that peace because I can no longer do it. So you have to be what I am now. So I'm just telling you guys what I've read as a synopsis. I know I'm spoiling. So yes, spoilers. I'll put a timestamp of when the spoilers begin in the when I edit the video. But yes, All Might did say All Might does lose One for All. So I don't know how that affects Deku because like I said, I haven't read the manga. I've just read synopsis. So yeah. So yeah, I'm really liking that, and I really can't wait till they get to that in the anime. I don't know how far they're gonna go with the season. If it's gonna go on all the way to the fall, or if they're gonna end it sometime soon, like maybe at episode 40 or 50. I can see them ending at episode 50, because that seems like a good episode to end season 2 at. Is episode 50. At the end of episode 50, they could probably get through at least 2 more arcs. They could get through at least 2 more arcs. I believe the manga is ahead 4. I'm not sure if it's 3 or 4 arcs. I'm not sure if the manga is ahead 3 or 4 arcs. But I know it's either 3 or 4 arcs the manga's ahead. So if they could at least cover 2 more arcs in the anime and then shut it down and allow the manga to get even more ahead, then next year we could get season 3 and yeah, it could cover even more arcs. So yeah. So yes, I am loving My Hero Academia season 2. It's a wonderful anime. It's by far my favorite anime in a long time. Best anime of both 2016 and 2017. So yes, I am excited for what the future holds for My Hero Academia. So this has just been UncleShal. I know this video has been a bit long, been a bit winded, just me talking about My Hero Academia. If you actually like me doing this kind of content, like me going to animes I really like every once in a while, because like I said, I'm trying to expand, I'm trying to do new things, but it's still going to be mostly JRPG focused. Don't worry, I have a JRPG video probably coming soon. I don't know when I'm gonna upload it, but I have a JRPG video coming soon, not just on .hack. Trust me, I have another video on .hack coming, because there's just a ton of .hack GU/Rico news coming out. I have actually a couple .hack videos coming up, but also I'm gonna be making a video on Persona, all the new Persona games that were announced. So I'm just gonna compile that all into one video. My whole Persona game announcement for next year. So yeah, I'm gonna compile that all into one video. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the content, and if you did, like the video. It'll be great if you guys can help me get at least 10 likes. If you guys can help me get at least 10 likes, I will love it. But like the video, and if you're new here, subscribe. I know I don't usually say subscribe, because I figure if you like my content, you like what I'm doing, you're gonna subscribe anyway, so I shouldn't have to tell you. But just in case, go ahead, subscribe. There will be a link in the inslate or outro, whatever you want to call it. There will be a link in the outro to subscribe. And yeah, until the next video, this has been UncleShal saying God bless, take care, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.
You see the sunrise, a new day's upon you. You bite your nails and your knees start to tremble. The time is upon you to show them what you can do, and soon they will know that the day has come. Late into the night I hear it storming, and into the rain is what I pray, and I'm hoping. Now I feel the pressure of the city. Oh,